Hole 6 can be a really tricky hole, especially if you don't have a very good driver, but here I do have a Thor 6. You can use a Thor 5 as well. You can use a rock, you can use any driver if you're choosing. So here I'm doing max right spin with 4 to 5 bars of top spin. This is with a Thor 6. You can use it with a Thor 5 too. Since it was kind of a headwindish, I used more top spin. But I'm adjusting my shot with a 0% elevation at max distance of my club, and then I'm using max curl with a Thor. So that's basically where the left side of your ball is on the inside of the ring. So here we're basically just trying to get around the bend and up enough to get a second sniper shot. You need to be careful with your topspin because you can go long and into the rough up ahead. For the second shot, I'm playing with a plus 20% elevation. So I'm not exactly sure if it's actually plus 20 in this area, but it can play anywhere between plus 10 and plus 20 depending where you are on the fairway itself. I just did plus 20 to overcompensate just to be on the safe side. But if you were able to get a straight long iron shot like we did in the tournament, it would play at plus 10%. So again, I would caution on the error of, or I'd err on the side of caution and play with a plus 20%. Use some backspin. You're just trying to get onto the green and take it to a shootout. Not many people will albatross this hole. Here we do have a head crosswind, so I'm going to be using max right spin. I used 4 bars of top spin here, but I could have pushed it to 5. You're going to back up to where your second bounce is going to be on the fairway, just to the right of the rough, and your red ring just by the rough as well. You're going to over adjust your shot with a 0% elevation at maximum distance of your club. If you go into overpower, you're going to have to use some overpower when you adjust. So here I did full curl with almost full overpower, and then take your shot, and you need to try and hit perfect. If you hit a great right, you have a chance of going a little bit into that rough, but I have not yet been into that rough, so you should be perfectly fine. For your second shot, I'm going to be playing with a 20% elevation with a sniper shot. Being this far back, I could have played it at 10% since I'm not further down that hill. But if your sniper is further down that hill, I would play it at a plus 20%. So here, I just used overpower and curl to try and get myself under the green. I did use a little too much backspin, but you just want to get to the green and take it to a shootout. Again, we have another headwind crosswind. I'm going to be doing max right spin with 4 to 5 bars of topspin. I think I pushed it here to see how much topspin I could get away with, just as a test run. So you can actually almost go full topspin with an APOC 6. I'm adjusting my shot with a 0% elevation at maximum distance of my club, and then I backed off the curl here because I wasn't sure, but you can go full curl to get yourself past that tree a little bit more. So if I would have done full curl here, I think I would have been in a better position than I was when I actually took this shot, and I wouldn't have been so close to that rough. So again, use full curl with your APOC, and any driver you have, just use full curl. For the second shot here, I played with a plus 20% just to be on the safe side, and did backspin and left spin to get to the hole, and then curl your ball to the hole. Since it was more of a tailwind scenario, I did use a little bit more backspin. So again, I played this with a 20% over adjustment since I was a little bit further down that hill, and then took my shot. When you do get a straight tailwind like this, you can bounce over to that second pad and hopefully onto the next fairway. I don't like doing that because more times than not I end up in the rough. So what I like to do is do max right spin and then 4 bars of backspin, and then I'm pretty much aiming just by that tree, and then I'm doing full curl, and then I'm going to curl my shot basically around so that it goes short of that tree. So you're basically kind of just aiming just to the left of the tree, and then you're just curling your shot around and using backspin to slow you down. So you do want to use about 3 to 4 bars of backspin for this shot. For the second shot here, I played at 10% over adjustment at maximum distance with my long iron. So the long iron shot does play at a plus 10% over adjustment. When I adjusted into the tree, that's why I used curl. If I wouldn't have used curl, I think the ball was going to be in, but I wasn't sure if I was going to hit the tree or not after I adjusted. So again, the second shot for a long iron is going to play at a plus 10% over adjustment at the slider of your club, which is usually at max distance. So remember guys, hit perfect and happy golfing.